Hello students, welcome to Daily Chronicles by Abhiram Ias. So today we'll be discussing about 5 articles for the day, and I have been selected from the yesterday's and today's to cover yesterday's paper also. So I'll be discussing about 23rd and 24th of articles. So the articles have been selected are tuberculosis, as today is World Tuberculosis Day, and I'll be also dealing with the anti-dumping duty, SARC, and also Gyanpeeth Award, and also about the foreign portfolio investment, in short the FPI. Okay, chalo, let's start. So the first article for today is about tuberculosis. Why? Because today is the World Tuberculosis Day. Every March of 24th, we celebrate World Tuberculosis Day. World Tuberculosis Day. And today Hindu's paper is flooded with many of the articles about TB, and from among them I have selected one. So basically the article is the need for universal and equitable health coverage, health coverage. So it is basically talking about the TB, and here the important things are like BPLAM, which is a combination of 4 drugs, and also about the National Tuberculosis Elimination Program. Okay, let's see further. Now, what is tuberculosis? As we all know, it is a lung disease caused by the bacteria Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Okay, so it is a communicable bacterial disease caused by the Mycobacterium tuberculosis. And also further, when it is affecting the lungs, it is pulmonary TB. Okay, when it is affecting the lungs, it is pulmonary TB, and TB also affects the other parts, then it is called as extrapulmonary tuberculosis. Okay, then majorly the transmission is airborne, like if the infected person coughs, sneezes or splits, then TB, the bacterium will be transferred. So be careful, and when you are going out, please do use a mask as the exam is coming near. Okay, next, tuberculosis burden. If you see, India is having highest burden of tuberculosis, as there are more number of patients in India compared to the other countries. So the burden is more on India. So major public health issue in India, but also now there is a decline, like 17.7% of decline in TB from the year 2015 to 2023, and there is also 21.4 reduction in death cases also. Now why? Because India is shifting from centralized model to decentralized model. That means it is taking care of every person. Each and every individual person is monitored individually. That is why. So from centralized mode to, that is vertical disease control mode, to decentralized mode, equity driven and person centered care model. That is equity driven means no gender disparities. Okay. Now next, let's see what are the major interventions taken in TB care by India. So basically technological and medicinal advancement. As technology is improving day by day, so we are also improving. So expansion of molecular testing. Example, what are the molecular testings? Like TrueNat test, which is on lines of ExtraNat. This ExtraNat test, it detects TB in just 1 to 2 hours. 1 to 2 hours, and same is with the case of TrueNat, and also polymerase chain reactions. Okay, PCR test. So why? This is to early detection and drug resistance. Okay, to diagnose the disease early. Introduction of BPLAM regime. What is BPLAM? It is a combination of 4 drugs, that is bedaquiline, pretommanate and linezolid, and also moxifloxacin. See, now here simple question you may get in the exam. BPLAM regime is related to what? Or else they will give bedaquiline and they will ask it is related to what, or they ask moxifloxacin is related to what. Okay, please do remember this, and you can use in your mains also. Now next, financial and nutritional support. This is very important. The scheme here, it is very important. That is Nikshay Poshan Yojana. Nikshay Poshan Yojana, where it is supporting 1000 rupees for the TB infected patients. 1000 rupees for the monthly nutritional support. Okay. Before, earlier it was 500. Now it is increased to 1000. Okay. Now why? Because it is focusing on minimizing out of pocket expenditure. That means the government is giving financial aid, financial fund. Okay. Now next, community engagement, where everyone is needed to bring the awareness about TB. If a person is infected with TB, we have to give our emotional support and also bring the awareness. Okay. So community participation is a must. So TB champions and survivors involved in the awareness and monitoring, and also there's a one special scheme that is Tamil Nadu's that is TB death free project, which supports high risk patients. Okay. The next, decentralization via Ayushman Bharat. So now Ayushman Bharat have been also included the TB to support TB. Okay, insurance coverage is given for TB care. Next, there is Ayushman Arogya Mandirs. Ayushman Arogya Mandirs, in short the AMS. Okay, so it is acting as sputum collection centers. Now, if you're having whooping cough, more amount of cough, or else there is sudden weight loss, or if you feel chest burden, or more sweats in the nights, please do go to this Ayushman Arogya Mandirs and give your sputum, so that TB, if you're having chances of TB, then it will be detected easily. Okay, it provides the diagnosis, treatment and prevention also. Okay, now next, let's see the recommendations. What are the recommendations for the TB elimination? First is person-centered decentralized care. Okay, as I told you, every person individually has to be monitored. So strengthening AMS and also for early detection and support. Okay, now next, intersectional approach, that is no gender biased or no disability things, and also socioeconomic factors. Everyone is equal, so please do check if you're having any problems such. Don't hesitate, okay, to be integrated into the care delivery, and also integrating health services. Now everything is like technology driven, and detection will be very easily. So it is integrated with AI enabled X-rays for TB and also COPD, that is pulmonary diseases. And also you have to screen for NCDs, that is non-communicable diseases like sugar levels, BP levels, and also the body BMI, okay, body mass index, along with the TB, right? Then next, minimize OOP, that is out pocket expenditure. That is why government is giving 1,000 rupees as financial aid, okay, and cutting indirect taxes, that is wage loss schemes, and also nutrition to the families, livelihood support for the survivors. Next, public communication and anti-stigma campaigns. Like how we have brought awareness for COVID-19, the same way we are bringing the awareness for TB to tackle the TB related myths also. Okay, don't hesitate. Promote understanding of drug resistant TB and also AMR, that is antimicrobial resistance. Clear? This is with TB. And now we'll be discussing about anti-dumping duty. Why this article is in use? Let's see. So basically, India imposes anti-dumping duty on Chinese goods for up to 5 years. Okay. So India has imposed anti-dumping duties on 5 Chinese goods to protect the domestic players from the cheap imports from the neighboring countries. Okay. On 5 goods, this anti-dumping duty has been imposed. First is soft ferrite cores, vacuum insulated flask, aluminium foil, trichloro isocyanuric acid, and also PVC paste resin. Okay, these are the 5 goods, and majorly it is from China, and other countries are Japan, Korea, Malaysia, Taiwan, etc. Now, who recommends this? So basically it is recommended by the Director General of Trade Remedies, and it is notified by the CBIC, that is the Central Board of Indirect Taxes and also Customs. It is under Department of Revenue. Okay, it comes under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Remember this. Now, what is dumping? I'll tell you one small example first before getting into the definition. Now see, there are 2 countries, X and Y. This pen cost in X country is 50 rupees. Okay, now this X country is dumping this pen cost as, it is using the pen cost as only 20 rupees. Now what happens? The people here will buy their goods, right? As it is only 20 rupees cheaper than their domestic country. So this is dumping. So what is dumping? Basically it is nothing but in their country the product cost will be high, but in the domestic, the foreign country, it will be higher than the domestic country, right? That is called dumping. Now, see here the difference is 30 rupees, right? Now, what will I do when it comes to my country, that is this Y country? What does this Y country does? It imposes the tax. It imposes the tax. 30 rupees tax it will impose us. Now, what will happen? 30 plus 20, the MRP, what it becomes 50, equal, right? So this 30 rupees is the anti-dumping tax. Anti-dumping tax. Clear? Now let's see. So basically what is dumping? Dumping is nothing but dumping occurs when a country's export goods at a price lower than their normal value. That is, in their country it is 50, but when it is coming to other country they are selling for 30 rupees. Why? Less price, more number of purchases. For that case, now what will happen in their country? What will happen to the foreign countries? Now, what will happen to the foreign countries? Obviously, there will be a loss, domestic manufacturing will be in the loss, our industries will be at the loss, right? So, that is why. Now, what is the aim? So, basically, the aim is to undercut the foreign competitors and capture the market, often leading to injury to the domestic market. Now, next. Now, here what is anti-dumping? What is anti-dumping duty? So, basically, it is a tariff, protective tariff, that a domestic government imports on foreign imports that it believes at price below under the fair market prices of their country. Now, it aims to level playing field and also prevent the injuries to the domestic producers. Now, next, let's see why the Indian government has been imposed anti-dumping duty on those Chinese goods. Now, what are the causes for that? Let's see. So, basically, unfair trade practices, right? If you are dumping your goods into our market, what will happen? Trade practices, it will affect the industries in the domestic market, in the foreign market, right? So countries like China, here, domestic means who is transferring the goods. Foreign companies means for whom they are transferring, okay? Do not get confused with this when I am talking about domestic and foreign. So countries like China in this case, so countries like China often export products below their cost of production or domestic prices. What is the objective? Because if you are flooding your goods into Indian market with less prices, our goods will be affected, okay, and undercut local producers and create more amount of dependency, and also preventing deindustrialization, okay. Without this protective tariffs, if dumping is there, it may lead to collapse in the industries. For example, Make in India products will be affected, and it threatens Indian manufacturing self-resilience under Make in India, okay. Clear. Now also protection of domestic industry, okay. Due to this, our domestic productions will be reduced. So Indian MSMEs, that is, so basically the Indian MSMEs, that is micro, small and medium entrepreneurs and also manufacturing units, struggle to match the artificially low prices, right? The next, it leads to job losses, plant shutdowns and also industrial shutdowns will be occurred, and this anti-dumping duty is legal under the WTO trades. So as this dumping is violation of WTO norms, so while WTO permits competitive pricing, dumping violates its fair trade principles. So anti-dumping duties are legal under the WTO's anti-dumping agreements. Now next, as a value addition, let's see the comparison between countervailing duty and anti-dumping duty. Now what is this countervailing duty? See, this pen cost is 50 and I am dumping for 30 rupees, right, in the foreign market. Now another case, what if this X country gives subsidies? What if I give subsidy for making this pen? The plastic cost will be reduced, right? The cost of production will be decreased, it will be lowered, right? So if I am giving subsidy and I am dumping the same for 30 rupees, then it is countervailing duty. Here for normally I am dumping to less price, but now in this countervailing I will get subsidy from the domestic market also, from the domestic government. So that is countervailing duty. Clear with the concept? If you are not clear, please do comment in the comment section. We will improve ourselves more. Now, so who imposes this anti-dumping duty? Basically, when goods are sold below the cost or market price. Now, this when goods are subsidized by the exporting government. Okay. Now who are the target problem here? What is the target problem? Basically it is dumping due to unfair low pricing. Now here it is foreign subsidy under unfair advantage. There is an unfair advantage. Main focus exporters pricing stability, and here main focus is exporters government support or subsidies. Now what is the objective? Why this duty? Because to neutralize the unfair low prices, and here the countervailing duty objective is to offset impacts of subsidy on the domestic supplies. Now what is the legal basis? Section 9A. It is basically section 9A of Customs Tariff Act, and here it is section 9 of Customs Tariff Act. Then further, WTO agreement, yes, it is legal under WTO, that is anti-dumping agreement, and here also agreement on subsidies and countervailing measures. And further, so the real life example is, we saw the aluminium foil, it is dumped into India for low prices, but whereas here Chinese solar panels, basically solar panels in China will get subsidy. Okay, now they are coming and dumping those solar panels for cheaper cost in our market. Now what happens? Make in India solar panels will not be purchased. What is for less cost? What is this provided? We will purchase only those solar panels, right? So it is affecting our solar panels. So that is the example. Okay. Next, let's talk about SAARC. But before, let's see why it is in news. What is SAARC? It is an intergovernmental organization. Now why SAARC is in news? Because SAARC is not off the table. Jaishankar tells the panel. So External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar informed that Consultative Committee on External Affairs on Saturday that SAARC is not on the table. He is telling that SAARC is not off the table. The regional grouping has been paused for a while, indicating that the possibility of its revival in the future. Now let's see about the SAARC. So what is SAARC here? South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. For regional cooperation. It was established in the year 1985. Remember this. Okay, it is established in the year 1985. And for the first summit happened in Dhaka, Bangladesh. But whereas its headquarters is in Kathmandu, Nepal. Remember this headquarters, Kathmandu, Nepal. And SAARC has 8 countries. That is South Asian countries, India and its neighboring countries, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Maldives and Sri Lanka. Okay, I am again repeating, India and its neighboring countries like Pakistan, Afghanistan, down part Sri Lanka, Maldives, eastern part Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh. Okay. Now, what are these objectives? What is the objectives of SAARC? Okay, it promotes economic growth, social progress and also cultural development, right? It also fosters the mutual assistance, right? In economic, social, technical and also scientific fields, and also it strengthens the collective self-reliance among the South Asian countries. It also improves the peace, stability and also cooperation among the neighboring countries of India. That is South Asian countries. Now let's see what are the challenges and what is the current status. So what are the challenges related to it? India-Pakistan tensions, industry decision making and lack of trust and confidence among the members, lack of trust and connectivity among the members, overlapping of other groupings like BIMSTEC and Asia, right? And also limited enforcement power, like decisions are by the consensus made, okay, consensus only. Now what is the current status? It has been paused from the year 2014, since the year 2014. So basically 19th SAARC summit should be done in Islamabad in 2016, but it was cancelled after the URI terror attack, right? The next, India and other members boycotted, citing that Pakistan cross-border terrorism. Now further, what is India's position? So basically India supports the regional cooperation, but it is like critical of Pakistan obstructionism, and also like BIMSTEC is overtaking the SAARC now. Now everyone is interested in BIMSTEC comparatively to SAARC. Now let's see the differences between BIMSTEC and SAARC. Okay, as a value addition. Now what is SAARC? South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. Now what is BIMSTEC? Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation. Now it was established in the year 1985. Here it is established in the year 1997. So BIMSTEC is established in the year 1997. Now, Secretariat, Kathmandu, Nepal, whereas coming to BIMSTEC headquarters, it is Dhaka, Bangladesh. Okay. Now, where does first summit happen? In Bangladesh. First summit of SAARC happened in Bangladesh. Members, 8 members, as we saw: Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Nepal, Sri Lanka. Of course, Pakistan, I said first. Now, 7 countries: Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Myanmar, Nepal, Sri Lanka. Thailand also has included in BIMSTEC, whereas Pakistan is not a member here. In BIMSTEC, Pakistan is not a member. Okay. Now, what is main focus area here? For regional cooperation in South Asia. But here, it will also include Southeast Asia also. Okay. Economic technical cooperations in South Asia plus Southeast Asia. Here is a Pakistan member. Yes, it is a member in SAARC, but it is not a member in BIMSTEC. Okay. Issues faced, blocked by India-Pakistan tensions. Now here, there is no dispute in BIMSTEC. It is functioning smoothly. And last summit was held in 2022. That is in Colombo. Here, last summit is 2014 in Kathmandu. Whereas key agreements, SAFTA, that is South Asia Free Trade Agreements. Here, BIMSTEC FTA under discussions. Okay. Now here it is limited success. Almost not successful because of cross-border terrorism, but here it is successful, and which is also supporting Act East policy also, and also connects South and Southeast Asian countries. Okay. Next topic is Jnanpith Awards. Why this Jnanpith Awards is in use? Because Vinod Kumar Shukla has been received the Jnanpith Award. Okay. So this basically, Sir Vinod Kumar Shukla is born in Chhattisgarh, and his he also won the Sahitya Akademi Award, and his major collections are his first poetry is Lagbhag Jai Hind. I'm writing here again. Lagbhag Jai Hind. Remember this, in any other competitive exams it can be asked. So Lagbhag Jai Hind is associated with whom? Sir Vinod Kumar Shukla. And also there is the poetry collection which included Kavita Se Lambi Kavita. Kavita Se Lambi Kavita. Kavita Se Lambi Kavita. So basically he is from Chhattisgarh, and see, one more significance is that he is the 12th Hindi writer and first from Chhattisgarh to receive the country's highest literary honor. Okay. Now in this context, let's talk about Jnanpith Award, which is important for the prelims perspective and also other competitive exams. So basically the name of the award is Jnanpith Award, and it is established in the year 1961. And who awards this? So basically it is awarded by the Bharatiya Jnanpith Trust, which is a literary and cultural organization, and it is presented to whom? Who shows the outstanding contribution in the 22 languages which are mentioned in the schedule parts, that is 8th schedule of the constitution. Okay. What are the schedules of the constitution? There are 12 schedules, right? Remember those schedules, it is important for the exam, and the 8th schedule is related to the languages, where there are 22 languages listed in the 8th schedule. And further eligibility, only Indian citizens are eligible. Remember, only Indian citizens. And what is the component of the award? There will be 11 lakhs of cash prize given, and there will also giving the Saraswati idol, which is made up of bronze. Okay. 11 lakh cash prize, and also bronze idol of goddess Saraswati and citation. Sorry, cut it here. Okay, 11 lakhs cash prize, bronze idol of goddess Saraswati, and cut 2 times వచ్చింది cut చూసుకోండి. So there will be 11 lakhs cash prize, bronze idol of goddess Saraswati. Next, the selection body. Who comes in the selection body? Jnanpith Selection Committee of eminent literary figures. So who is the first to receive this award? He is G. Shankara Kurup. Okay, he is a Malayali and received in 1965. So basically it is established in 1961, but first award is given in 1965. Okay. So Hindi is the most awarded language in Jnanpith Awards, Hindi. Right? This is all about Jnanpith Awards. It is important for the exam. Please do remember. And now, Sir Vinod Kumar Shukla has received the award, and he is first from Chhattisgarh to receive this award. Okay, done. So he has written His first poetry is Lagbhag Jai Hind, and the major thing is Kavita Se Lambi Kavita. And okay, his other novels includes दीवार में एक खिड़की की रहती थी and also नौकर की कमीज. Okay, these are the other novels written by him. So Lagbhag Zinbad, Lagbhag Jai Hind, Kavita Se Lambi Kavita, and other these novels. Okay, next about FPI. Let's see why FPI is a news. What is FPI? Foreign portfolio investment. Okay, so FPI's outflow slow amid easing the global concern. That is why FPI is in news. Okay, before going to the definition, let's see what is FPI. A simple example, take your all doubts. So I'll tell about FDI first, the next FPI. See, I am a person who is a US resident, okay, and I'm having a hotel. I'm managing a hotel. Okay, whatever, hotel. Now, if I am investing, I am keeping this hotel in India. The same kind of thing I'm keeping in India, then that is the FDI, okay. But if I am keeping this money, the profited money, not only profit, any money in the stock market or else in the secondary market, secondary capital market like stocks, bonds or mutual funds, etc., then that is FPI, okay, FPI, and this is FDI. If I am investing the same type, that is hotel or anything, then that is FDI. But whereas if I am investing in the stocks, in the secondary market of a country like stocks, bonds or mutual funds, that is FPI, okay, clear? Do not get confused here. So what is definition of FPI? Basically, foreign portfolio investment refers to the investment by foreign individuals or institutions. It may be institution or any individual in financial assets such as stocks, bonds, mutual funds, etc. of a foreign country without active management or control of the companies. Okay, remember this. Now, what are the key features of this FPI? So basically, passive investment. You are not involved, but your money is involved in the secondary market. So passive investment, no control or involvement in the company management, right? It is high liquid, easy to enter and easy to exit the market also. And it is short term in nature, okay? Mainly for quick capital gains, like for the time period of bond. How much time period of the bond is there? That much here, for that much time you are available. So short term in nature, okay? It is majorly traded in secondary market like stock exchanges, and investment is limited, that is less than 10% of a company's paid up capital, and financial assets only, no transfer of knowledge or technological developments. That is the key features of FPI. Next, significance of FPI, capital inflows will be there, okay. Capital inflows, market efficiency will increase, okay, as we are putting the money in the market, so encourages better governance and transparency, and also boosts the economic growth where funds sector requiring investment, and also there will be foreign exchange reserves, increase in the foreign exchange reserves, and also there is less risk diversification, okay, as there is high liquidity, okay, and access to the emerging market also. So investors benefit from high growth markets like India where we are emerging, okay. Next, what are the issues? Okay, it is more volatile, it is not stable, okay, it is not stable compared to the FDI because we are investing in the secondary market, that is shares and bonds, okay. Now, speculative in nature, it may lead to price bubbles and crashes also. It is not fixed, so obviously there will be speculative in nature and it is more volatile. Exchange rate risk, though risk is less, see, it is high liquid, you can expect risk also. As you know, stock market is riskier, and regulatory burden also. It needs robust laws to prevent manipulation and ensure investor protection. Next, as a value addition, let's see the differences between FDI and FPI. What is FDI? Foreign direct investment, direct. FPI, foreign portfolio investment, okay. Now involvement, active ownership, long-term control. But whereas this, no management control, only passive holding. Here form. What is the form here? It is setting up and protection businesses or acquiring businesses. It is like buying shares, bonds via the stock markets. Okay. Here the degree of control is high, but here it is less. Now what is its threshold? Investment should be more than 10% in the FDI, but whereas in FPI the investment will be less than 10%. See, exit, difficult to enter, difficult to exit also. Less liquid, here easy because of high liquidity. And here investor type is, you can invest in multinational corporations, and here mutual funds, pension funds, individuals, that is secondary market. Okay, see here as clearly it is said, primary market and secondary market. So FDI comes in primary market and FPI is secondary market. Here tenure is long-term investment, here the tenure is short-term capital flows. Asset transfer, financial plus non-financial, that is we will share the technical and also knowledge things, but here only financial assets, right? Now what is the purpose? It targets specific companies and industries. Here the target is general capital availability. Here the stability is stable and reliable. Here it is volatile and sensitive to the global trends. The economic impact, strong contribution to the growth, FDI, as your money is coming directly to the other country. But here boost up capital flow and liquidity, whereas because you're investing in the secondary market. Okay, that's all for today. We'll meet tomorrow again. Thank you.